If you search Solana meme coins or anything about crypto on YouTube, you will see countless tutorials on getting into crypto for beginners. But all of these require money. Has anyone ever actually told you what you can do to go from nothing to making your first couple $1,000s? Today I'm going to show you 3 different tricks and things you need to do that are completely free to get you started on your crypto journey and start printing. What is good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you haven't seen me before, I am by no means a meme coin millionaire, but I have zeroed out a couple times, and these are the things that I learned from doing that to help build my portfolio back up from absolutely nothing. So if you're at home watching this video thinking about getting into crypto but don't necessarily have the funds for it, this is the perfect video for you. So let's go ahead and get into the first thing you can do. The first thing you need to know is how underrated having a good Twitter is. When having a good Twitter, it can bring you stuff such as meeting really cool people in the crypto space, insane traders, easy access to making content, and most importantly for this tutorial is brand deals and partnerships. Creating an X account is completely free, and once you create your X account, go ahead and head over to my page at x.com/Flosty or just search up Flosty. This is my page. Once you see my page, you can easily go through my following and just click and just keep clicking through, find some people you like, find some people you don't like, and then those people will start appearing on your timeline. Once those people are on your timeline, you're going to want to reply to their tweets, reply to their reply guys tweets, which is something known as being a reply guy. Being a reply guy is the easiest way to build your X. There are many other ways to do it. You can do your own thing by all means, but I do want to get the point across that I think it is severely underrated how important it is to have a decent following on X. Once you build up your following to a certain extent to where you're getting decent engagement, you've connected with people in the space, you can now start either creating content or just getting brand deals in general for having good enough engagement. There are tons and tons and tons of companies within Web3 that are always looking for more people and traders to promote their products. A good rule of thumb that I would go by that someone told me when I was first getting into deals in the space is that there are 2 ways you accept a deal. One is that you're so broke you need the money, which is the point of this video. And the second point is it is too much money to pass up. So that's a good rule of thumb to have in your head when you're thinking about, should I take this, should I not? I trust that you guys will eventually be around in the space long enough to know what you should be pushing to other people and what you should not be pushing. This is a very beginner-friendly aspect and tutorial, so I don't expect anything crazy or horrible to be hitting you guys up once you reach this point. But keep in mind that you don't need a crazy amount of followers for this. I currently don't even have 4,000 followers, and I first started getting into brand deals around 1,500 to 1,000 followers. It depends on your engagement and the people that you have following you. So if you're replying to the right people in already a small niche where majority of the world does not know about what we are doing or anything about Solana meme coins, they may know what Bitcoin is, but they do not know what we are doing here. So you're already in a small enough niche to where you are bound to attract traders in the space, connect with traders in the space, and then just grow your account to the point where you'll start getting hit up by people to promote their products, developments, or whatever it may be. And that's an easy way to go from 0 to making your first couple SOL, which can then be used to start your trading journey. I hope I didn't ramble on that for too long, but I do think it is super underrated the power of an X account has. There are people I know and that you will probably see on the timeline that literally work full-time just having an X account, whether that's running it for a major company, whether that's they get enough engagement to live off of the amount they get from X, whatever it may be. Super underrated, completely free to make, and if you don't have an X account and you're trying to get into crypto, you need one. So now going on to step number 2. Now, I know this may trigger a lot of people, but the easiest way to get capital is actually just getting a JOB. Now, I don't mean to scare anyone, and this is kind of a joke. This isn't actually step 2, but I do want to reiterate that if you are of age to have a job and of age to purchase crypto, then getting a job for a little bit is not as bad as people make it seem. There are a lot of people that you know that started in this space, and a good quote I have is sometimes you have to work your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9. If you are sitting here with no job and no money, I think that is the first mistake you are making. You should have some capital before getting into crypto. These are ways to get around that, but having a job is 10 times easier. Now, enough talk about the J slur. Let's go on to the next step. An honorable mention for today is actually an online Solana casino called SOLPUMP. If you didn't know, on SOLPUMP, you can actually get a daily case that is completely free, where you can get a chance to win 10 SOL, which, depending on the price of SOL, is anywhere from around $1,500 to $2,000 right now, which is all completely for free, which goes with the video. So use the link in the description to sign up, or on screen right now. So now getting on to the actual step number 2 is as simple as supply and demand. Now, everyone watching this video probably knows about the rage and how there are mass clippers right now. For all your favorite streamers that you know outside of crypto, it is also a necessity for a lot of people that are in crypto. A good example, and shout out to him, is this Twitter account, Jack. I've known Jack for a fairly long time, but Jack is a perfect example of supply and demand. Completely starting his account, just starting by clipping and getting into that for streamers that you know in the crypto space, such as Thread Guy, Mika, whoever it may be, and also clipping for Pump.fun. He is now a part of Counterparty TV, works with Solana, and works with Base. In my opinion, shout out to Jack, this is the perfect example of just supply and demand. Jack saw an opportunity in the crypto space, which is already a niche in itself, found a product or idealism that was already working that we have seen with streamers and whoever it may be, took it and applied it to crypto and made it work. So yes, clipping is also something that is completely free, can boost your engagement from step 1 on your X account, and can connect you with more cool people. And yes, it also brings payment. There are plenty of other opportunities in crypto that you may think of, such as making artwork for coins. It could be editing for people like me, editing the video you're watching right now, and even community managing some of these products if you're just good at Discord or whatever it may be. Realistically, I'm just reiterating a lot of stuff that a lot of people have heard of, but just didn't know how much you could actually make from it. Clipping, editing, artwork, and community managing are all things you could start right now for completely free. You can edit on your phone, you can clip on your phone. If you have any type of mobile device, you can get started with all of this. There are tons of people when it comes to making coins. You can look on Deck Screener right now. If we go to the Solana section and click on, let's say, the lion. This banner right here, once someone pays Dex and makes a banner, there are plenty of people in X communities that I see on a day-to-day basis with coins where people are offering payment for a banner on the coin, which is as simple as going to an online Photoshop or whatever it may be, throwing some text on it and some images. Like, this is just literally a reversed image of the lion, and it has text of the lion in the middle. And someone probably got paid to make this. Now, the final step applies more once you have gone deeper into step 1 and 2 and finally have your first couple $100 or maybe half a SOL to 1 SOL, which would actually be just taking advantage of free tools. If you have watched any crypto video before, I'm sure you have seen something similar to this, which is called a CT tracker. Especially when starting out and you don't have funds to spare, you need to take advantage of all of these free tools possible. So right here, I have Exenta, which is actually the fastest CT tracker out there. You can customize the alerts, the people you're seeing, and just get the fastest and be the first to see a tweet. It is completely for free, and you can sign up for that with exento.io/@Frosty. If you are getting into coins, you do not want to trade without something like this. It's completely free. You stay informed to the best of your ability, and I can go more into detail on this in a later video. Staying on the same topic with free tools, when you are actually trading coins, especially with a low portfolio, you want the highest cashback offered. That is why I'm going to recommend you guys use Padre, which offers the highest cashback on the market, so you can get the most money back from trading these coins. Every dollar counts, especially when you are low port. So why not take advantage of this? That is completely free, and you get the highest cash back to you guys possible. I trade on Padre. A lot of people trade on Padre. If you want more of a tutorial on how to trade coins or want to watch someone trade, make sure to go over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/Flosty with an I, and I can walk you through, ask me any questions you want, and I will be live trading all the time. That is the end of the video for today. I hope you guys take away something from this and get started on your crypto journey. Being 100 with you guys, it is not as easy as everyone seems, but if you are willing to put in the work, like all of the examples I gave you guys today, you can get started for completely free and get along on your journey. I wish every single one of you guys good luck, and if you guys want a video of me covering the basics of meme coins now, comment down below and I will show you guys tips and tricks when it comes to actually getting into trading. I will see you guys in the next video.